Thank you very much, MC. I would have been very happy if I was speaking Uganda, because my English is not all that good. But make sure that everybody understands me. I will try to copy and try to speak the language. Okay? First and foremost, allow me to acknowledge the presence of our host. I think that's very important. Johnny Harris of Ticket. He wasn't here. He wasn't here. At the same time, allow me to acknowledge the presence of the Kabakazi envoy, Owekitiibwa Ssalongo Kibuuka. Right? Unfortunately, the mayor has left, and please also allow me to acknowledge him, and at the same time to acknowledge Owekitiibwa Ronald Rutaya, the retired Kabakazi envoy. To the Kabakazi envoy, we have Mkungu Janet Muchibi, Mkungu Sekisonge here, and we have other Bakungus here in their capacities. Please, you are all acknowledged. And at the same time, allow me to acknowledge the event initiator, that is Omwami wa Kabaka, Pauline Najuma. He, her brother, Rob and the sons, together with T-Crips as partners, they've done a tremendous job. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is indeed an honor to stand before you today to celebrate this remarkable achievement of one of the earliest and the most fascinating fabric inventions, the Barkcloth or Lubugo. This incredible material, which you see here today, made from the inner bark of the fig tree, as they refer to it, represents the creativity and the craftsmanship of early civilization long before modern textiles were invented. The Barkcloth is believed to have been invented 1,000 years ago and was being used in Africa and the Asian countries, but mostly known, the Barkcloth have been used in Uganda by Baganda. I want to emphasize that. The Baganda people perfected the art of making the Barkcloth from the Mutuba tree between the 14th and the 15th century. As we all know, the Barkcloth or Lubugo is traditionally believed to have been invented by Sewamala, who was later to be known as Kabogoza, a Ngonge Kilani man. You can't forget that. And this was during Kabaka Timera's reign, which was between 1275 to 1330. Therefore, the Baganda have been producing and using the Barkcloth for over 750 years. The art of making the Barkcloth was primarily, therefore, developed by the Ngonge clan. Yes. And it is from that very angle that the Kabaka of that time assigned the responsibility to the Ngonge clan to produce the Barkcloth and make sure that every Muganda moves dressed properly. So it's the responsibility up to now still all within the Kabaka's hands. Thank you. The process of making Barkcloth is remarkable as its history. Skilled artisans carefully strip the inner bark of the tree, soak it, and then start threading it through hammering it until we get that soft sheet which we use. Despite being made entirely from material in agate, now, beyond the practical uses of the barkcloth itself carries cultural and spiritual significance. In many societies, it was used for important ceremonies like weddings, and the value has been passed over from generation to generation. Even today, barkcloth remains an important part of our culture and our identity in Uganda in particular. Have rightly praised it. The barkcloth has not have rediscovered the sustainability in the barkcloth. And it is eco-friendly, as some of you have already heard, and it is an alternative to synthetic fabrics. I don't know whether my English comes up. It is quite relevant for us to say that today is production of different fabrics. How come that we are here talking about the barkcloth with all the materials you're putting on right now? But the barkcloth has brought all of us together. Can we clap for that? As we celebrate the launch of this incredible invention, let us appreciate not just the fabric itself, but the creativity and the resourcefulness of the people who developed it and those who have decided to promote it amongst us today. And these are the Rab and the Sons and the Chikribs team. It is really a living link to our past and an inspiration for a sustainable future. The barkcloth holds deep cultural and spiritual as well as historical significance in Uganda and Uganda at large. It has been used for centuries. Spiritual and funeral significance for the barkcloth. The barkcloth commonly used in our funeral rites, as the lady was asking. It's just the new technology which has come up. And I think I should also mention that preserved to make sure that once you harvest, again, it can give you another harvest in a year, and another harvest in a year, and another harvest in a year. How many do you know? It can give you as many. Its production alone does not involve any machinery value solution. This is the material you need to use. It is antibacterial, for those who didn't know.